Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Now, this is a fun OMG fact for the day. In Italy, it's illegal to make a coffin out of anything other than nutshells or wood. But I'll tell you what, here's some fun local history. The Hardesty Funeral Home was originally a blacksmith shop, and when a band of gypsies rode across the West River to Galesville, they asked them to fabricate a steel coffin for an infant who had died, and they only had strings for measurements of the deceased. And that is how Hardesty Funeral Home got their start. But how about some news, shall we? On March 7th at approximately 6:40 p.m., the Anne Arundel County Police responded to a shooting incident in the 900 block of Reese Road in Severn. A tow truck operator arrived for a service call and was confronted by a woman who had requested the tow. She became aggressive, arguing about his response time, and when the driver decided not to tow the vehicle and began to leave, the woman fired a gunshot at his truck before fleeing in a black sedan. No injuries were reported, and detectives are investigating and encourage anybody that may have any information to contact them at 410-222-6155. Meanwhile, in Annapolis, the police are investigating 2 shootings and an assault from this weekend. On Saturday, March 8th, at West Washington and Clay Streets, shots were fired, damaging several residences. And on Sunday the 9th, at 4:30, they responded to another shooting in the Robinwood community, which caused minimal property damage. They have no suspects in either shooting. And later on that evening, on Sunday night, they were called to the city dock for an assault that had happened at Armadillo's. A man tried to talk to a woman, and one of the suspects became mad and pulled a handgun and pistol whipped that first victim. A second assailant entered the fray, pulled a knife on the first victim's friend, and cut him on the cheek. Both victims declined medical treatment, and the suspects fled the scene. A new high-tech indoor golf club is opening in Anne Arundel County, filling a gap left by the traditional country clubs and larger indoor golf chains. Old Line Golf Club, located at 302 Harry Truman Parkway in Annapolis, is currently in its soft launch phase and accepting members. The 2,700-square-foot facility features 3 high-tech hitting bays, a 200-square-foot putting green, a lounge, and a pantry. Owners Kyle and Carolyn McDonald and Kevin and Vicki Kelly, lifelong golf enthusiasts, created the club as a convenient year-round alternative to traditional courses. Memberships are going to range from $350 a month to $3,300 annually, with access to advanced TrackMan simulators, high-end furnishings, and a professional meeting space. The club does plan to accommodate about 200 members eventually and may collaborate with local country clubs in the future. Spirit Airlines is expanding its service at BWI with 8 new returning routes starting in May. The low-cost carrier, which had cut flights last year due to bankruptcy, is reintroducing service to key businesses and leisure destinations, including Charleston, Milwaukee, Charlotte, Chicago, Detroit, Nashville, Raleigh-Durham, and San Antonio. Additionally, nonstop service to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic will launch later this month. Spirit remains the second largest carrier at BWI behind Southwest, serving over 2 million passengers in 2023. Now, this expansion does bring its total destinations from BWI to 21, solidifying its role as a major carrier for both business and leisure. A new opinion piece published yesterday argues for 2 major changes to the City of Annapolis elections: nonpartisan voting and term limits. The article suggests that moving to a nonpartisan system would encourage broader participation and reduce political division, while term limits would bring fresh perspectives to city leadership. Bill Kardash, the author, believes that these reforms would make elections more competitive and accessible, ultimately benefiting the residents of Annapolis. Have a read and let us know what you think. We have a little poll there at the end of the article. And as we start to close, today is Ticket Tuesday, and Rams Head on Stage hooked us up. I have tickets to see Baltimore's homegrown Mallow Hill on the 15th, Amazing Guitar and Blues from Anna Popovic on the 16th, and comedian Jessie Mae Peluso on the 22nd. If you'd like a pair of tickets, get in touch with me and you may be on your way. And you want to be sure to check out ramsheadonstage.com for all of the wonderful shows coming up. All right, that's a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting all your friends and colleagues know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, both the Bay Bridge and the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Shows, and Macmedics. So now you just need to hang tight because we have your Eye on Annapolis local weather, and Sandy from Annapolis Moms Media is here with your local food finds. And all of that's coming up in just a bit.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Well, good morning, Anne Arundel County. Here is your weather forecast for the next 3 days, starting, well, how about now? Today, you can expect a high near 60 degrees under sunny skies. A calm morning will give way to a gentle southwest breeze around 5 to 7 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 40. Tomorrow, pretty much the same, but a couple of degrees cooler during the day and evening. Thursday, clouds do move in with a high of 57, southwest winds with gusts as high as 20. It might be a bad hair day for you. As night rolls in, partly cloudy with a low of around 42. And as we look ahead, we approach the weekend. Saturday looks cloudy and mild, and there is a chance of showers on Sunday evening, overnight into Monday morning. But take that with a grain of salt because it is still 5 days away. That's your forecast, Anne Arundel County. Stay weather-wise and enjoy the week ahead.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Macmedics in Severn Park, where appointments are not necessary. Macmedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Macmedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Macmedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Macmedics in Severn Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Macmedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Stuck on trying to answer the dreaded question, what's for dinner? Local Food Finds by Annapolis Moms Media has you covered with family-friendly options that everyone will love. Whether you're planning a night out or grabbing something quick, we've got your dinner game sorted.
This is Sandy with Annapolis Moms Media, bringing you the best spots in and around Annapolis to satisfy your cravings. St. Patrick's Day is almost here, and if you're looking for ways to celebrate, there's no shortage of local spots serving up festive food and drinks. Here are some of the best places to get your St. Patty's fix. Ram's Head Tavern is hosting its annual St. Patrick's Day tent party and weekend bash with food, drinks, and live music. Galway Bay, Killarney House, and Brian Baru, Anne Arundel's trio of authentic pubs, are keeping celebrations going all month long with live music and traditional Irish fare. Middleton Tavern is kicking things off on Saturday, March 15th with an Irish-inspired menu, live music, and yes, green beer. Park Tavern in Severn Park has fully transformed into Kelly's Irish Pub, serving hearty Irish meals and all-day specials all week long. Your Burger is featuring a St. Patrick's menu from March 15th through the 17th with an Irish dip hoagie, corned beef and cabbage, brats and kraut, and Reubens. Fox's Den has brought back its St. Patrick's Pizza loaded with beer braised corned beef, sauerkraut, and honey mustard glaze. Bayside Bull in Edgewater is serving up their famous Reuben sandwich, corned beef piled high on toasted rye with fresh sauerkraut and house-made Thousand Island dressing. Always Ice Cream has a fun treat for the whole family. Leprechaun Bait, a vanilla ice cream packed with Chex cereal, M&Ms, Lucky Charm marshmallows, and gold coin sprinkles. Schroll's Brat Shop has ready-to-cook Irish bangers and buns, plus their famous Bavarian sweet sauerkraut, a recipe dating back to the 1840s. And of course, Maryland's own Guinness Brewery in Baltimore is celebrating all month with the Irish Village, live music, beer tastings, and a tiny pub experience. For more tips and family-friendly finds, visit AnnapolisMomsMedia.com. Enjoy your next meal out.
This April, the Chesapeake Bay Area is the ultimate destination for boating enthusiasts. Join us for 2 spectacular events that kick off the 2025 boating season. First up is the Bay Bridge Boat Show at Safe Harbor Narrows Point, back with an all-new location, April 11th through the 13th in Graysonville, Maryland. Explore an impressive array of powerboats, from fishing vessels and trawlers to pontoon boats and luxury cruisers. Enjoy on-site parking, delectable food and beer stations, and live entertainment, all set against the stunning backdrop of the Chesapeake Bay. Then from April 25th through the 27th, head to historic downtown Annapolis for the Annapolis Spring Sailboat Show. Discover new and brokered sailboats, including catamarans, monohulls, family cruisers, day sailors, and inflatables. Meet with boating clubs and charter companies, shop for the latest gear and equipment, and celebrate the new season with fellow sailors and marine pros. With live entertainment, seminars, and a festive tasting tent, there's something for everyone. These are can't-miss events, and you can't skip the line by getting your tickets right now online. You can get them at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. That's AnnapolisBoatShows.com. We'll see you on the docks. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.